What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. I'm having an amazing day. Let me tell you, God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. I learned that. I learned that saying in church where I grew up, in the hood. That's something that we would say all the time because, just that's the culture where we from. That's something that gets said. And I'm making this video because, look, if it's something that I hate in this world, I hate when people have an opinion, right? When they got an opinion about some shit and they always talking shit about something, but don't got anything to show action towards the shit that they talk about. If you're going to talk about it, be about it. That's another phrase that we use in the hood. If you're going to talk about it, be about it. All right? Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter all day long. But that don't mean that I don't have a heart for my streets or for my people that's in the same struggle that I come from. All right. And that being said, I'm never going to tear down the people that are my people, meaning where I come from. Not to do with race, because where I come from, the culture is split between races. It's black, white, brown, yellow. It's a cultural issue, a cultural thing. And just because you're white doesn't mean you don't take part in that experience. Or if you're black, that you do take part in that experience. Because there's a lot of black men and women that are not from that experience. They don't have the cultural upbringing that someone like me has, which is fine. That's okay. That's not a bad thing at all. But that being said, if you don't have that experience, then don't talk about people like me and where I come from. Don't sell them short if you ain't doing shit to change it. If you ain't reached a hand back down to grab a brother and bring him to where you at. I can't stand that. That's what we call bitch ass nigga shit. And I don't like that. So let me bring my guest on. Shelly, Suni, Casey, D'Antonio. How y'all doing?
I'm doing lovely. I'm hot. Not in the sense of mad, but physically hot. Shit. I was doing just fine.
I heard that.
I'm having a drink because tomorrow I start my weight loss goals.
Weight loss? You lose any more weight, you're going to be on the cover of a magazine or something.
Period. I'm going to try to be fabulous in 50 next year.
I heard 50?
50.
I thought you was like 25, 26.
I wish I was 25. Shit.
Well, go ahead, girl. God bless you.
You. Let me know I'm 50.
What's going on with you, Casey?
I'm here, man. Just love having a great conversation.
I heard that.
Man, so Casey want to see some
tuning. Soon. What up?
What's happening? What's up?
How you feeling? How's Japan treating you?
Japan is amazing. You want to see it?
It's beautiful.
I'm coming to visit her.
Just like you and Shelly blessing my screen. Hey, hallelujah. Praise the Lord. What's going on, D'Antonio? Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Oh, man, everything's lovely over here. How y'all doing out there in Facebook, YouTube land, all that good stuff. It's going to be a damn good show.
All right, so let's get to it, man. Look, so I'm bringing this up because you guys, I don't know if you guys seen the previous show that I was on. It was a beautiful lady show that allowed me to come on. They sent me the link and I was on it. And it was dope. It's always dope to be on the show. But some things were said and, I didn't like it. I kind of was an asshole just a little bit. I apologize to the person's show that I was on. Love you to death, but I do not apologize to the person. They can suck my,
Come on, man.
Yeah. It's okay. Come on, man. We got Joe Biden down in the bottom right. All right. So check it out. Look, here's the thing. I got a problem with the way politics are done in America, right? I have a real issue with the way things are going, how the election went. I got a problem with our voice not being heard. So what am I doing about it? I'm taking my merry black ass out to DC. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be out there with a whole bunch of other patriots fighting for our freedoms, taking a stand against the things that we don't like, right? I got a problem with our culture, say with the music. So what do? I make music to fight the culture, to change the culture. I got a problem with gang violence. So what do? I meet up with gangbangers from the hood and I talk to them, let's see what we could do to stop the violence. You feel me? I got a problem with deadbeat fathers. So what do? Don't be a deadbeat father. I take action and take care of my children. All the issues that I have with whatever issues I have, I do something about it. Just like everybody on this screen, you know. Casey has a problem with the Klan. So what does he do? He turned in his robe. Ain't that right, Casey?
Dude, I it's not a culture thing. In my opinion, it's a personality thing. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying the other person is a bad person, but I'm also saying we all can control ourselves.
Yes.
And that is where I stand. Like, hey, we're gonna do this. We want the best for our country. We want the best for our people, and we got to keep pushing for that. That's where I keep calling that out.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, and then there was a comment made. D'Antonio made it because I know it probably seemed like I was talking to that brother, but I wasn't. Just so everybody knows, D'Antonio and Sunni are two of the realest people that I had the pleasure of knowing. Love them to death. D'Antonio, I'm gonna let him explain what he's doing in his community to take a stand and make a change, as well as other people in his community. But it was said that, you know, the things that we do, you know, we don't put it out there. I don't either. I can tell you right now, people in my hood and surrounding neighborhoods, they will attest for me. And they have. I've gotten plenty of shout outs, you know what I'm saying, from grocery stores and neighborhoods. And I appreciate it. I don't share them. I don't make videos about the things that I do. When I do something, nobody knows about it but the people that I do it for. And that's something that I'm big on. From day one, I've been big on that. You know what I'm saying? There's been people in the comments that be like, yo, Cash, you know, help me in this way, or he paid this for me, or he seen that I was struggling and I did this. Whatever I do, I'll let God be the one to give me my praise for it. I don't need praise from man for it, which is why you don't ever see me doing it. But the conversations that I have, I do put out. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that went viral. The conversations that I have with people, I'll put conversations out, you know, but not taking away from nothing. D'Antonio, you do a lot in your community, bro. I want you to tell the people about what you was telling me about the brothers out there that's doing what they do and what you're doing and how you work with children out there, black children at that, to help the culture.
Most definitely. So I'm a filmmaker, right? Got some hot shit on the net. One of my shits went viral. It just so happened that the cast was all black, and the oldest one was like 18. It was an anti-bullying film. It's called Juniors on YouTube. Look it up, whatever. It racked up over 10 million views. I ended up getting invited to talk at schools, middle schools in the city of Detroit, and I have all this footage and whatnot. But yeah, so I got the chance to bond with the kids, talk to them about bullying, respecting each other, this, that, and the third. And there's also this organization, this community organization group in Detroit called New Era Detroit. Yes. They also, but their new name I think is New Nation, because they are actually nationwide, because they go to various communities, Compton, Chicago, wherever. They go in the middle of the hood, pass out food to their communities, this, that, and the third. They all strap, they all about that Second Amendment, you know. But the thing is that these brothers don't get the mainstream attention. I'm doing a documentary on them currently. The founder of this organization group his name is Zeke. People say he looked like Ice Cube, but Zeke is he's a dope brother. He's passionate about this shit. He don't do it for publicity. He don't do it for attention. He don't do it for mainstream media. They are at least 150 members strong. If that, you know, they travel across the nation. They take care of their people in the hood. That right there inspired the hell out of me. They've been doing it for about 6 years now. If something goes down where somebody is mistreated by, let's say, a visitor or somebody who owns a business in the hood, like if it's a gas station clerk and he pulled out a gun on one of the young black kids for stealing like a honey bun or some shit, they will shut down that gas station. They don't resort to violence, but they would make sure that you don't get no business. Exactly. Nobody come here and get no gas, and they shut it down. They're gonna crush this shit. They've done it multiple times. Like, you can look them up, New Era Detroit. You know, but I rock with those brothers 100% because they don't cry oppression. They don't blame things on the white man. They preach self-accountability. They address the poisoners in their communities, the murderers, the thieves, the rapists, the men who abusing women, abusing children. They point at them and say that you're the issue. They don't protest about the police shooting anybody, because if you got shot by the cops in the city of Detroit, it's a damn good reason they popped your ass, more than likely. Because in the city of Detroit, the police let you get away with a lot of shit, you know, so If they hit you, it was for a damn good reason, But I just wanted to shout them brothers out. And if y'all have the opportunity, please go and check them out, man. Google them on Instagram.
Don't
Facebook,
trip. I'm about
wherever.
to be sharing all their stuff on my platform.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes,
I'm about to. It says in the Bible, bro. It say, "Do not praise yourself. Instead, let others give you your praise, so that the Lord will reward you." I think it's something like that. Paraphrasing. Don't know the exact verse. Don't know exactly how it said, but it says, "Don't be proud of yourself. Let other people be proud of you. Then you know it's real. That's what it is. Then you know it's true. That's what it says." All right. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to be the ones to share all of their stuff, to give them brothers the praise that they deserve, because they don't do it for that. They don't do it for the praise. And that's when you get rewarded, is when you don't do it for the praise. So I want to be the one to go ahead and share their stuff out, man, so everybody can see these brothers and see exactly what it is that they do and give them the recognition they deserve. Another one, Miss Shelley. Miss Shelley, I don't know if you guys know this, is a Chicago police officer, but was born and raised in the hood, still lives in the community that she grew up in. All right. So when you talk about what you do to take a stand against the things that you have a problem with, there is no better example. Go ahead, Shelley, talk to him.
So, hello. I know most of you guys in the comments, but yeah, so I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see in my neighborhood. I grew up in the heart of Humboldt Park in Chicago. And I grew up poor and with struggles like everybody else. And I wanted to change that. I come from a really big family, and a lot of them had run-ins with the police. And I wanted to be the change I wanted to see. I still live in the hood. My kids grew up in the hood. My kids grew up in Chicago public schools. My two youngest are still in Chicago public schools, because I want to... When people say that I'm not given these opportunities, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm like, if my kids can do it, so can your kids. So can your kids. So for me, I still live in the hood. I give back to my community. I go out there. We've let kids swim in our pool. We let kids come and play in our yard. We have a really big yard. So I want them to have those options available in their neighborhood. And even if I just touch one kid, then it's just one kid, but it's still better than no kids.
More than one.
As a police officer, I extend myself over than what I'm supposed to do, because I do love people. I do care about people. I do understand their struggles. I understand their struggles as a single mom. I understand their struggles as a victimized mom from domestic violence. I have been all of those things. So I understand that. I understand kids not having money to go to the corner store. So I talk to them, and I talk to them about things that I've experienced and how I've been able to come up. And I pray that sometimes it does reach out to them. I offer kids when people, sometimes you go to these stores and they're like, oh, this person is stealing. And it's literally like some grocery items because their families are hungry. I'm not saying that's always the situation, but there are instances like that where now I need to be a person and not the police. So I'll pay for their groceries. And like, hey, as long as you're letting me pay for it, because if someone's stealing eggs, what the hell are you going to do with eggs? That's because they really need fucking eggs. You know what I mean? So I really do try to give back. I really do. In many ways, if you guys saw my New Year's Eve videos, I said to each and every person on there, I don't even know some of the people, right? But I said, hey, do not drink and drive. If you need a designated driver or you need an Uber, hit me up in my inbox and I'll send you an Uber to wherever you're at. Drop your location. I will help you out. Because that's just one person.
Exactly.
But that's it.
Casey, I want to know, what are you doing to help your community, dog?
Dude, that's a loaded question.
How are you fighting the Klan, bro?
I have a big clan to go against, but I will tell you, I'm fighting against the most honest thing, to be transparent, church and state. Here as LDS religion, it runs our state mostly. It's not the most strong, but it's there and it causes a lot of problems. However, I think that the people are changing it because we are seeing other people come from other states. They don't see LDS religion or Mormonism is the perfect thing. Now I'm still going to stand and fight for them too, because I do believe in their how they unite around family, and how they unite around other things, that it's important. But I posted not even 2 weeks ago on Facebook, Mitt Romney is my next agenda. Like, Ben McAdams was evil. Mitt Romney is my next one. They have to go. They're not for the people. And we have to start supporting that regardless. And it's the state you have to start with. You can't start with the president. You have to start locally. And that's what I'm doing.
I agree. 100%. So I know what you guys are thinking. Cash, what do you do to help the community? Well,
did you just ask yourself a question?
Yes, I did. And I got to tell you what I'm doing to help my community. For me, there's a lot of Black conservative voices, right? A lot. They're rising up everywhere. The difference between me, and not to take away from any other Black conservative voice at all, not to take away at all. I respect every one of them. Got number love for 99% of them. 99%. But where I'm different is I'm not a Black conservative that was brought up to be a Black conservative. I'm not a Black conservative that was spoon-fed. I had to teach myself every single thing that I know. I had to fight damn near every day of my life. I took part in the Black experience, if you will. You feel me? I've jumped through hurdles, man. So what I do is I go out to the community. I go out to my hood to this day. To this day, not just my hood. I go into every hood. Every single hood that I possibly can. And I talk to people. Got the videos out there when I was out in Inglewood, talking to brothers in Inglewood. We were handing out backpacks. Me and Deontay Johnson, who's another real dope conservative, Black conservative, if you will. I go out into my community. Y'all see the other video that went viral where we was talking about Biden, and I switched them from voting for Biden to voting for Trump. I go into communities where there's gang violence, and I talk to them, because most of the leaders that's in the gangs today is people that I grew up with, people that I know. I'm 32. So the people that's there now is people that's my age, my demographic, my peers. So I could talk to them and have the conversations and try to stop the violence. All right. I encourage police relations. I encourage that. I encourage the police and the community to talk, to get to know each other, to get to know your community. All right. And I stand real on it. And what makes that important is I'm credible. I'm a credible voice because I wasn't brought up the same way that all these other people like a Candace Owens or Officer Tatum or, people like that. Where I'm different from them is I actually have the experience from the other side. And I educated myself on the side that I'm on now. And I'm blurring the lines to let people see that it's not a side. It's not about a side. It's about taking a stand for what's right. I got a conservative perspective. I even think that I'm leaning a little more libertarian in my perspective. You know what I'm saying? I just stand for what's right. I try to because I'm good at doing wrong. I've always been good at doing wrong. I was a pro at doing wrong. And people know me for the wrong that I've done in my community. So they listen, as messed up as that sounds is, they listen to me because of that. They know me. So when you ask what I'm doing, when you think in your mind, what am I doing in my community? Everything that I possibly can. I help out with bills when I can. Not to toot my own horn, but I got to say it because of the last, I went hard. So I gotta say it. But I help out with bills even when I don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I don't got it, I'll give my last. I promote other voices, other people that are doing good. I'm not greedy with my platform. I let anybody doing something positive jump on, or I'll share their stuff to try to push out that positivity. I do every single thing that I possibly can. I encourage a relationship with God, even when my own is faulty. And I own up to shit. That's the main thing, is I'm accountable for the things that I do. I don't blame nobody else. I try to set the example of what to be. Take care of your children. Don't blame nobody. Even if you got a shitty baby mama, still take care of your children. Don't shoot this person just because they said something about you. You know what I'm saying? Don't just whoop somebody because you feel angry about it. Look, I feel angry about somebody right now and I would love to lay my hands on them, but I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to set the example. See, growth. That's growth. That's growth. I'm not going to choke nobody. I'm going to set the example. I'm going to give them a hug when I see them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. Okay. Beyond that, man, I'm trying my best to bite my tongue and still be the change, y'all. You know, I know everybody on.
Hey, look, I'm sorry, Cash. I'm laughing because you sound just like every person that'd be like, but I'm a good person. I'm not violent whatsoever. You want to choke shit out of that man.
That's the thing. Exactly. I'm not going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. There it is. Don't do what you want to do. Do what you're supposed to do. That's what I do. I do what I'm supposed to do, not what I want to do.
Mike Tyson sitting there saying, I'm not a violent guy. I'm like, I'm the nicest guy. I'm not who I used to be anymore.
I'm telling you.
I'm not that person anymore. I promise you I'm not.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna tell him to come to the ring. I'm not gonna try to eat his children. I didn't mean it when I said it.
I'm really that's
my Mike Tyson. Camille, let me whisper something in your ear. I'm not gonna pull one of those. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to talk to you for a minute.
I just want to talk.
That's what you sound like when you said. That's why I laughed. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Dog.
No, you good, bro. You good. But yeah, man, that's all. That's all I wanted to come on here right now because it bothers me. See, everybody on this screen, you know, we're doing what we can to try to help with the problems that we feel are in the community, in the culture. All right. It bothers me when people have an opinion about things but don't do anything to change it. Like the white people that supported Black Lives Matter, and they felt like just blacking their screen out was somehow contributing to helping Black lives. You feel me? We're acknowledging that it's there. We're acknowledging the problem. It's not enough to just acknowledge a problem. Not enough. You got to take action. You have to do something about it physically, which is why we're going to DC. If I just put stop the steal on my profile, but wasn't willing to go out and do anything to stop it, am I better than the person that's sitting at home not doing shit? No. You feel me? That's what I'm talking about. You got to do something about the things that you have a problem with, man. If you say that there's a problem and you know, like there's gang violence, your community's plagued with gang violence and you're sick of it, and these people are this, and that. What are you doing to stop it? Are you going out there to find out why they joined the gang? Are you going out there and telling them, listen, sometimes you just need to, you know, put the gun down and put your hands up? Or are you going to sponsor this kid so that he can go to a boxing class to have something to do with his time because his mama is strung out on drugs or his daddy ain't around or whatever the case is? Are you doing something to change it? That's what it comes down to. We got a problem with shit, then get up and do something about it. That's what you need to do. You got a problem with something, do something about it. I'm doing my best to try to build some community centers. That's my goal. I want to build community centers where people can have, you know, kids, homeless people have something that they can go to and they can eat and they can shower and kids can play basketball or baseball or a gardening center, something like that. That's my dream. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm raising funds for that. You know what I'm saying? Slowly, but it's happening. You know? And that's because I got a problem with there not being anything for people to do in low income communities. There's nothing to do except get into trouble. So everybody got to do something about it. Sponsor a child, man. It don't take shit to talk to somebody. It don't take shit to talk to a family and see what's the problem. You know, everybody got a badass kid. You know, somewhere, you know, somebody's got a badass kid. Help them out. Sponsor them for a team. You know what I'm saying? Teach them something. If you're a carpenter or you're a pipe fitter or teach them something. You're a welder, teach them how to weld. Tell them this is a trade that you could take with you for life. Teach them how to do something. That's what it takes. You have to take action. And it's not just a black thing. And I hate that. That's the main thing that pisses me off is when people get on and they talk about the black culture. It's not the fucking black culture because everybody's a part of that culture. Shelly was a part of the so-called black culture. I know white people that are a part of the black culture. My mom's white. She was a part of the black culture. It's not the black culture. It's the fucking culture. I got a problem with that. I don't like that shit. So if you don't like that shit, do something about it. That's my message. You guys want to go ahead and give your closing? Because this wasn't going to be a long, drawn-out show.
I will say this. Any liberals out there who support Black Lives Matter or anybody that support Black Lives Matter, I'm a black man. My life matters. Take action. Send me y'all next check. That's how you take action. Put your money where your mouth is.
Facts. Shelly?
So for me, I want to say like I don't go around really like talking about the shit that I do or like how I give back to people. That's just not me. Like I don't need that type of and I'm sure there are other people that are like that. Like
it's a lot of them. Look at me and what I do. Look at how I helped.
Well, what did you say?
I say, yeah, it's a lot of them people that be like, oh, look at what I did.
My husband is like saying things from the other room. He's like, you don't need validation.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, I'm real humble when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm like, we do what we can for people and we're people. Does that make sense? So for us, I feel like everybody moves differently. I don't judge people, and I do want to touch really, really quick. I know I don't want to get into the details of anything, but I definitely want to say to people that were in the comments that know like kind of basically what Cash is kind of referring to. Like, I feel that everyone is entitled to their opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. That's where I stand. And I just want people to know, like, people were in the comments and someone sent me a screenshot of something saying like I was going against Cash or whatever. First of all,
never.
I just want people to understand that Cash and I are friends. Okay. And if I feel friends don't always tell you what you want to hear.
Facts.
I'm going to keep it 100 with him. I'm going to keep it 100 with him. I'm going to keep it 100 with Sunni. I'm going to keep it 100 with everybody. If I feel that something needs to be said, then it needs to be said. And it's just to address, like, people love to create divide, right? Nothing anybody could say in the comments is going to make me feel some type of way about Cash. It's not going to make me feel any type of way about somebody else, because I judge people on who they are to me. Like, a lot of people love to get into the little nitty gritty of stuff, and I'm not about it. Like, I love Sunni. I respect Sunni. I'm all about unity. Like, I believe that we can have different conversations and still be respectful. So I just kind of wanted to address that really quick, but
Thanks.
It is what it is.
All day. Go ahead, Casey.
Last note, as everybody knows, you hear me from many, many different platforms, but overall, just saying, we're all together. Let's solve this together. And we can't divide. If we divide, we lose. If we can unite, we will win.
I agree.
That's my final words.
I agree. Sunni, I know you there.
I'm shopping.
You better give your piece, girl. They got American food in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm being funny.
Is it cold?
Is it cold? It's freezing. Yeah.
Because I'm like, you got a coat on. Hold up.
It's cold.
Oh.
I'm on the same page with Chelly. I love that you guys come and watch the show, and I love that you're all supportive. But when you put comments like that in there, not everybody is as strong-minded as me, Sunni, and Cash. I mean, me, Cash, and Chelly. People take that to heart, and you're playing right along into the division, and you kind of set people against each other, and it's just not cool. I didn't want that on the show. And I'm sorry. If I see you do it in the comment section, I'm calling you out. I don't care who you are.
I heard that.
That's it.
I heard that. Well, I appreciate you, Suni. Go ahead and finish up your shopping. Grab some noodles. That was a, because you're in Japan, they get noodles and stuff. Whatever.
I got it.
All right. So you guys, we're gonna be doing Counts Avengers tonight. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna get funny because I got my Jack Daniels next to me. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic night. If you're gonna complain about something, you guys, you got to do something about it. Bottom line. And if I could do something about it, then I know you can. I'm from the lowest to the low. Can't get no lower unless you're like an African diamond mining child. You know what I'm saying? Which is horrible. Stop the blood diamonds. But yeah, real talk. If I can do something, you can do something. All right? Take a stand. And the way you take a stand is take action on the things that you feel are wrong. That's the only way to make them better. That being said, unite, don't fight, be a street light, because only you can be the change that you want to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart.
Woo!
Yeah, brother. Love it, Joe. Thank you.